Hi, this is Sunil Bharti and welcome to TFR Insights. And today we have with us Sarfaraz Rydhan, Director of Partner Ecosystems at Netlify. Sarfaraz, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Last week, Netlify announced its agency partner program. Tell us a bit about what is the program all about.
Sure. We're pretty excited actually about this launch. This is a program for consultancies, digital agencies, system integrators. We're creating a better working relationship with them. I mean, these are the doers, these are the companies that are building on the web on behalf of clients, and they're using Netlify to do that. So this is a program that we announced so that we can be much closer with them, support them as they're doing these projects with some amazing brands across the world.
Can you talk about some of the activities that are part of this program? What I mean, people already use Netlify and they do their things in their own capacity. There are a lot of players in the space there. So talk about what value does the partner program build and what actually does it do?
Yeah. So the key value of the program is that we are jointly working with them on these client projects. Agencies have to deliver an outcome to the organizations that we're working with, and we'll provide them the resources, assets, training. We'll also co-sell with them. And so to be able to help the brand understand what the value is of Netlify. And as they're going through the implementation of a project, we'll have support staff that's working with them, with their developers. It's really about de-risking the outcomes and the timeframes for their project.
Do you help their customers in either embracing it or do you help them in solving their is it kind of consultancy to solve their problem or is it kind of consultancy to help them better leverage Netlify's offerings?
Yeah, I'd say it's a combination of both. When we talk about the brands and the client outcomes, often we're helping them expand the scope of outcomes that they can achieve. And so we might have one organization, a marketing leader at an organization that's looking to rebrand the website. And what we can help do is, well, you can achieve your rebranding and have a new positioning in terms of your website. But what about performance? What about the customer experience? And so, we're the experts in scalable infrastructure. Our agency partners are experts in design innovation, branding, design thinking. And so by marrying the two, we're able to achieve that customer experience that's ideal, in addition to that marketer's outcomes that they're looking for in a project.
And who would you define as a typical agency partner?
So often these are technical experts. So it's any agency that has some technical expertise in house, and in addition to that, they'll bring capabilities around strategy, growth, and design thinking and innovation. As long as they have developers and they're doing some of the implementation, then we can work with them.
So it was announced last week, but I'm pretty sure that you have been working with these partners for quite some time now. So number one, can you talk about some of the examples of the kind of customers you have through this? And second is that what kind of feedback you have received, which may also find kind of refine the program itself.
Yeah, we've been working with partners for almost 14 months before we announced it. And we were able to launch with more than 45 launch partners who we recognized as part of this launch. And they're really the ones who have been going through the process. Each of these have shown Jamstack expertise. Each of these have delivered reference projects. The enthusiasm has just been wonderful the last few weeks. I think of a recent project that we did with Foster Design based out of London. They did a project for Victoria Beckham Beauty. Being able to deliver a site, they beat the time frame of the SLAs that they promised, had multiple projects and phases that they were able to do. And projects like that, just they're the cornerstone of really what we're looking for.
Can you also talk about it may be too early, but still, based on this feedback, the customers, roadmap may not be the right word, but still, what does this program look like if you look at next few months from now?
Yeah, our partners are really gonna help define what we do, and it's one of the reasons why we were working with them for over a year. A lot of our partners are asking for more broader training for their teams, and so we are launching a partner hub where we have assets and videos and training resources. We're gonna have webinars that are specific for agencies. Um, Part of the reason we're working so closely with them is that they can help us define kind of what our roadmap becomes. In addition to that, everything that our partners are looking for additional sales assets. how can they have a conversation with a client, with a brand in the early part of scoping? And we're delivering those as part of our resource hub as well.
Have you seen any kind of pattern of the problem or challenges that customers come across that you, I mean, in addition to what you're already doing, but because of the feedback you received, that you also want to incorporate that, hey, these are some kind of problems that we customers all the time face?
Yeah, I think one of the key challenges is that there's multiple team members. When you talk about a software development project, there's multiple stakeholders at an organization. And so part of what we want our agency partners to know is that this is the expertise that you're bringing. You have to help your clients navigate Jamstack, the architecture. And when we talk about Jamstack, there might be additional services that you need to accomplish that project. And so Netlify is the infrastructure that helps combine all the APIs and services that you're going to use. But if you're doing a project and you need a search provider, then the agency is really the expert in helping that brand understand, well, we're going to need this other API and a second API to make it all work together. Luckily, we have contacts and relationships in the ecosystem where we can also help our agency partners navigate that process.
And since we are talking about Jamstack, and we have talked about it earlier also, but just to kind of remind our viewers, what exactly is Jamstack, and what role is Netlify playing there? And what role is Netlify playing there, to kind of bring this web architecture to not only agencies but also customers?
Jamstack is an architecture. We're decoupling front end and back end systems. We're allowing teams, front end developers, to really work on the parts that they're experts in. So we're separating those concerns. A Jamstack site is one that can be deployed on a CDN. It's performant by default. It's secure by default. And so Netlify's role is we help teams adopt Jamstack architecture. But I think one part I'll add is we help companies adopt Jamstack culture as well. Jamstack culture is about the people, the processes, and that's really the key benefit for our partners as well as the brands themselves. Is you get this modern architecture, you're able to use the tools that you want, the technologies that you want. Netlify will help you build that. In addition to that, you'll work better as a team. You'll be more productive, your projects will be done faster, you have all the infrastructure you need. That's very simple in terms of managing that.
So, Sarfaraz, can you share some of the resources that are there for those who are interested in joining this program?
Yeah, there's quite a few resources available. Main thing I would say is go to netlify.com. We have our partner page. There's a form that you can reach the partner team. It'll go to me. It'll go to a few other team members who are on the team. We're happy to walk through agencies about what it means to have a working relationship with Netlify. You can onboard with us. You'll get access to our partner hub. And you'll get all the training materials. And as projects come up, then we're available to work through those use cases around technical fit, commercial fit with the partners themselves. And then once these projects kick off, we'll support them through the architecture and delivery of that project as well.
Awesome. Sarfaraz, thank you so much for taking your time and talking to me today. And I look forward to talk to you again. Thank you.
Thanks, Hopna. It was my pleasure.